Hi, I'm Captain Stanford with Texas Fish Tips this week, Fishing Report.
Over here in front of the lighthouse, they've been holding some nice reds right up on the bank. If you don't have a skinny water boat, you can get right up in here on that incoming tide. Anywhere's up down through here, we're throwing mullet, finger mullet, live finger mullet. We've been catching them on shrimp, catch them on mud minnows. Also, if you get up these little lighthouse lakes, back up these little sloughs, any of these sloughs been holding some really nice fish. Right back up in here, we've been catching all kinds of limits of reds in here. If you got a shallow water boat, we've been getting right back in here and finding them, or you can get up along these mangroves right up in here. There's been some nice ones. Again, shrimp on the bottom's been working pretty good. You catch a lot of small ones, but there's some in there. Mud minnows and live mullet has been working really well. We've had a lot of high tides lately. If you get up along these Klondike Islands, all down through here, popping cork and shrimp has been working, just drifting down through here. Been working on reds and trout. You catch a lot of smaller ones, but they're there. Also catch a few nice trout mixed in there. If you'll get out here by these islands, any of these islands, and that popping cork and shrimp chunk right up next to them mangroves, there's been some nice reds. Finger mullet, and also, like I said, the mud minnow has been working really well. All down through any of these little islands, been holding some nice fish. Island number 2 and island number 1. Also, if you get right up on these little islands, anywhere's behind the mangroves or up in front of them, in either one, has been working for the reds. Way over here at Ellen's Bite, along this bank, up on the bank, I mean way shallow up in there, these fish been migrating through here. There's a lot of mullet through here, a lot of finger mullet. We've been catching some nice reds up on the bank, especially some of these little cuts that's anywhere's up down through this island. But also mud minnows been working. We've been catching some nice flounder mixed in there. If you throw a top water like a red and white spook or a red and white top dog, we've been catching some nice trout mixed in there with it, a few nice reds. But any of this bank right down through here has been holding some nice fish. If you get up in this little slough back in here, there's been some too. Along this high tide we've been having, all this high water as it's going down, there'll be some nice reds along these mangroves right down through here. Anywhere's up in here, chunk right back up in there right next to them. If you see a sand pocket, that's the best place. But again, live finger mullet has been the idea. You can get some bigger mullets. You're not supposed to have anything over 10 inches, I believe, this time. But live finger mullet's been working the best for me. Mud minnow's been working really well too. Any of these dang mangroves right down through here has been working really, really good.
I'm Captain Stanford.